You are invited for the next edition of Game Jam Plus.
É criar o próximo grande jogo indie.
I'd like to invite my fellow flyover states and the rest of the world to come jam with us.
Mi nombre es Brian Hernández de Cartago, Costa Rica. Patos de Minas, Minas Gerais.
Calgary, Canada.
Goiás,
São Luís,
Iran,
Liga Sul de Minas,
Portugal,
Brasília,
México, Salvador, Maquedônia,
Uberaba, Minas Gerais,
San José, Costa Rica.
Uberlândia,
La Paz, Bolívia.
Manaus, Amazonas,
United States Midwest.
Atlanta,
Slovenia.
Engenheiro Paulo Frontin.
Game Jam Plus. O que é Game Jam Plus?
En donde desarrolladores, músicos, artistas podrán crear su propio juego con un enfoque de negocios.
Participants from all around the world come together.
É o local onde suas ideias tomam forma.
Y me complace mucho invitarlos a este gran evento.
I feel thrilled and blessed to have such an opportunity to be a part of this.
And I want you to unlock this achievement too.
Que es un evento internacional que va a tomar lugar del 8 al 10 de octubre.
from October 8 to 10.
Entre el 8 y el 10 de octubre.
Dias 8 ao dia 10 de outubro.
This October, from the 8th to the 10th.
dia 8 ao dia 10 de outubro.
Quiero invitarlos a formar parte de esta gran comunidad internacional.
It's going to be an incredible opportunity to make some games, meet some amazing people.
Espero haber más personas de todo el mundo participando de este gran evento.
Hope to see you there.
Participa, be our plus one.
Would you be our plus one?
Be a plus one.
Будете мой плюс N.
Be our plus one.
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 Join us, be our plus one.
Be our plus one.
Hello guys, I hope you are hearing me well. I'm in Portugal, Figueira da Foz, a small city in the middle of our beautiful country. And I'm here today to talking about the business that involve the industry of game design. And I will give my personal experience in the past 2 years. I am thrilled to be here. I have to thank to the organization of Game Jam to trust me these minutes to talk with you all over the world about my personal experience in this industry. My name is Antonio. I am 52 years old. I have a small school of game design in Portugal. I am a computer science teacher for many years, and in the last 2 years, I specialize my focus in game design in the game industry. So my main idea was to create an ecosystem in the game design industry. Okay, because I saw where the industry was 3 years ago, and I am a gamer. I love to game. I love to code, and then I went to a degree in Harvard University, online, of course, because of the pandemic situation. And I took a master's degree in game design. Then I opened a few classes of game design, and I started to class little children. Now we have more, about 80 students. About 50 of them are ending this year the first term of the courses that I have to receive for the evolution. Now, in 2020, here in my city, we have no regional context. My mark, it was to achieve what Denmark Game Hub has achieved in 2011. That exactly where we are now. So we are following the same steps. So if anything, or if everything went like I have the vision, in 5 years, Figueira da Foz, Portugal, we have an ecosystem developing. So this is not easy because I started alone. I started only with a vision and with a mission. And I reached to Ana Gianelli and to Ian Rochlin. And then I started to see what this industry is all about, and open my eyes and my mindset to become something bigger. So I work a lot. I was 49 years old, and I work a lot to achieve what I have now. And it's incredible how in 2 years I could reach some stage of development that I am today. So what have I done? More than work. I have an approach that I call VCR. And what it is, the VCR? V for visibility, R for credibility, and the R is the results. What is in the end of the process? So for about 6 months, I worked with visibility. I have a marketing campaign, a huge marketing campaign online that in Figueira da Foz was open a big school of game design. And we are in the pandemic situation, 2019, nobody knows game design here in my city or in my district. It was a very unfair fight, but fortunately, I think I won that fight because about 6 years later, I have more than 50 students. Then with the class growing, I achieved the credibility because my students were rising their results in the school. They were amazingly growing in the game design concept, not in the coding of C#, but in Unity. And then now we are getting the results. And the results is Figueira da Foz is seen as a development ecosystem that is starting. And it's not me that's saying, the social communication, many journalists in Portugal are pointing us as a case study. And recently, in the June of this year, we have a quality stamp for the Ministry of Science of Technology in Code 2030 that gives to my course of game design a certificate of quality. So we are investing. If I want to create an ecosystem, I must have people with specialized training. So I have the school. How can we make this ecosystem grow? It takes time, of course. So I'm going to the jams. I have some partnerships all over the world because, as you know, we are a very close and united community. I found a producer. It's named Odin Game Studio, and we are now have the prototype of our first project, that is the Treasure Queen. It's the first game that is going to happen in a city, like in our case, Figueira da Foz, and it will serve to the tourism. Okay, it will be made until the end of 2033. Now I'm trying to get some investors. And so we can be a startup nest. This is my main goal. So, but it's not enough. You don't have only to have the part of training and the producer. We have to have how to maintain this ecosystem. So I am giving to the people some lectures, master classes, webinars, some conference for this to be the glue of this process. And one thing I want to tell you is until now, 5 of October, I'm doing this all by my own. I have no one is helping me yet. I am trying to have some partners in 2022 because the most difficult thing, it's already done. The visibility, the credibility, the hard work, many hours per day working in this vision and in this mission. So we can have here a huge community of digital nomads because I want to have an ecosystem with sustainability, with more and better projects. So I'm going to work with some universities. I'm trying to make the link with 2 universities in Portugal so we can have better projects, and that I can have my students to go to the higher level of education in Portugal, and they can get its goals. So the first thing that I done, it was I have like a script. If I'm making a game, I have the narrative, and now I am making an ecosystem. It's the same thing. We have to follow some steps, and these steps, it's very simple. Now that I am in this stage of evolution, if I look back, I don't know if I would be the same, and I don't know if I have the courage to do what I do until now. So the first thing that I want to have here is a startup center with what? With team building, with production processes, business idea evolutions, and a company that will go to serve with Glue, with all of that. This is the main objective for 2022. Then with the Odin Game Studio, I want to have the ideation and the prototyping of many ideas, not only for game design, for games, but to gamification solutions. For what? For I have all the production process with my students. The best students will remain with me, of course. And I want to have the project management all over the game design from one side to gamification to the other side. I will work, of course, with Unity. So the main objective is to focus on the coding in C# and the utilization of the unit. And all of this for what? I want to sell games. Okay, I want to sell games. I know that we are an island here in Portugal. We have many few people. They are not reaching 2,000 people in Portugal that are working in this industry. And now, I think to the final of 2023, from my own, I can get the best learning to about 200 people. Those 200 people, most of them will go to a university and they can follow the studies, and then one day they will come back to the city, Figueira da Foz, and they can develop here the projects without going to any country or to other city far from the family and friends. So I'm trying to work now with the part of sales and marketing and monetization. It's an art stuff when you are the only worker for now. I have some friends that are joining me, Bruno Oliveira, João, Pedro, are 3 people that are starting to come to Odin Game Studios to helping me with narrative, with a movie approach, and with coding. So in 2022, I think that we are going to be 4 people working hard with this ecosystem and making this a huge business. It's important to say again that if I have the meeting with Jan Rochlin and Anna Gianelli last year, nothing of this will happen, because I will try to improve every day my work as I was better than I was the day before. So I'm trying to be the best professional I can, but I am trying to give to the society what it can take from it. I don't know if I'm speaking too well in Portuguese. It's very easy because I speak English, but it's not easy to speak what I'm thinking when I am not speaking English for a very long time. I read in English, I think in English, but it's very difficult to think and to rationalize the ideas and then to speak. So I apologize for that. So I want to do what? We have to talk about money, because all of this is about money, okay? Because I have some marketing metrics. I have to think about the budgeting process and the financial forecast. And for that, I need the investors. I need investors to believe in our project. We have I have the Treasure of the Queen, the game that we are starting the production process, but I have three more projects. One of them, I will going to have a partnership with a huge university in Portugal, but for now I cannot say the name yet because we haven't signed the final agreement, but it's almost there. And it will be historic because it's a huge university. It has one of the best game developers here in Portugal, and it will be very, very interesting. Okay, now one thing that I respect is the legal side. I have the intellectual property of all the things that I work. It's legal. All the assets, I buy the assets. I buy the musics, everything here. It's one thing that from the first start I want to respect intellectual property. And we know that is not always like that, because I am a creator and I want to be respected as a creator. So I must respect the others like creators. It has been an interesting journey, but lonely. It's a lonely journey. I have many friends that support me. I have a city hall here in Figueira that believe in my project. I think the next 4 or 5 years we will have many good things here, and many people are going to have new jobs opportunity here in my region. And if I can get that goal, I will be an happy guy, an happy professional, because I am fighting a lot to achieve this goal. So for me, it's an honor to be here with you. It's an honor to be speaking globally to the Game Jam Plus and to everybody who is watching now and will be watching, because I think without I'm being humble, but I can also recognize my value, because I never give up, and I always told my students, never give up. It's going to be a hard way. You will have many obstacles, but we can't lay down, because the easiest day was yesterday. This is one of the SEALs team, chavão in Portuguese. I don't know the term in English, I'm not remember, but the easiest way is always the day before, not the day we are, not the day after. And if you have an objective, if you have a vision, you must sit, you must write down the ideas, you must sleep, and then in the other day you come back and you open the spreadsheet or the paper or whatever you write on, and at cold or with some distance, you will look at the ideas again and try to think, okay, is this real? Can I achieve this or this or this alone? What do I need? Basically is strategic planning. So we alone, we are able to do fantastic things. So with company, we will do many fantastic things. And once again, my biggest inspiration is Ian Rochlin, and the case study of his life and what he is doing from in this past 4 or 5 years in the industry. And I was watching almost live the day that he went to the Shark Tank, and I was living his moment, because I spoke with him many times in the past, and he is very, very, very inspiring. And about although I had 49 years at the time, he can show me that his vision was right, was achievable, and he passed that to me. And then I drink his vision, and now I'm working to give to my city, to the place I live, to the place I work, a new ecosystem that in 2 or 3 years I can get here many professionals that can return to their home and come here to develop their projects and their lives, and can fix the families here. Basically, it's the idea that I have to share with you, because it's not by being myself, my history, but I think now from this distance, it's a beautiful story, because I am achieving all my goals. I have written all of them, and month after month, I am reaching all of my goals. My visions was right at the right time. I never give up, never. And I know if I give up, someone else come and will do what I am doing, and I will not allow that, because it's hard. And any one of you that is a game designer, that is a young people that is trying to reach the industry, we are a very, very community that we are a very strong community. We help each other, and for sure somebody will listen to you and will give you an hand, will give you an help, anything you need. My WhatsApp sometimes it's like a Christmas. 3, it's always blinking, blinking, blinking. I have many friends now all over the world, in major companies, in LinkedIn too. And whenever I have some trouble, or the days that we are in the mood like this, I speak 3-4 minutes in text messages, and then it's all over. It's passed away, and tomorrow is another day. So never give up. You have here in Game Jam the best inspiration that you can have ever. If it wasn't Game Jam, I was not where I am today. I am well being seen in my community. Everybody's look at me like a professional, but I work to be a professional, and I am a professional in everything I do. And I try to give my students the right tools at the right time, so they can be the best professionals in the world. So invest all you can in learning, invest all you can in good classes, master classes, so you can go to the next level. And the objective of a game is always to pass to the next level. So my next level, for sure, is to be the CEO of my Odin Game Studio. I will continue to give all the classes, of course, but I want to be a game producer, and I will going to be a game producer with all the obstacles that I know that I'm going to enfront, the investors, the lack of money. I don't care. I have 52 years old, and I have, if I can live more 30 years, I want to pass those 40 years or 30 years in the game design industry, because I'm happy here. And that's the message that I want to pass to you all over the world. Sorry about my English. I know to speak English, okay, but it's not easy to be thinking on the fly. The ideas are coming, okay. And if you have any question that you want to make, anything that you want to know, you want to talk, I'm here 1 minute, 2, no problem. I'm open. If no, it was a pleasure to speak to you, and have a nice day and be happy with game design. Thank you, Ian Roslin, for everything.